club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again.
First. Proverbs 8 and 4. Check this out, boss. You listen. Listen to that. Like the tobacco, man. Most High God don't want us doing that, man. He trying to give us the rulership of this planet Earth, man. But the thing about it, the only way we're gonna get the rulership of this earth, we gotta turn back to doing what he told us to do.
Right.
Look, I had to stop it, bro. A lot of us brothers had to stop it. Why? Because we found out that we are the kings of the earth. Right. That we failed and we went to the bottom, and we at the bottom of all these nations that can't do nothing better than us because we're not doing what God commanded us to do, bro. You listen to what I'm saying? Watch this. You listen to this, bro.
Proverbs 8 verse 4. Unto you, O men.
You see, he said, "Oh, to you, old men," talking to us men. You the men out here. The most I bring forth first. He said, "To you, old men,
I call, and my voice is to the sons of men."
So the Most High God, he trying to deal with us men, right? So he said, "Oh, you men, I call." So what he called you to do? Psalms 94:16.
Bring it up.
What he called you to do, bro? He ain't call us out to just be some real niggas. He ain't call us about to compete with each other in these neighborhoods.
Right.
That's a headache, though. He ain't called us for that. So we all know it's something greater that we should be doing, right? It's something better on the other side. This can't be like when we stressing all the time. We spending our money on pagan holiday. Then we got to go regroup right after we spend our money today. Or this month, we spending all our money on a pagan holiday that really ain't got nothing to do with us. We just following the ways of the world. That's why the Most High God said, "Oh, you men, I'm calling you. I'm giving you warning." Watch what he's saying to you men.
Psalms 94 verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
So he said, who gonna rise up against the evildoers? Meaning what? Who gonna come out here to teach his people and get them warning, bro? Get them warning that we are the sons of God. That we are the gods of the earth, but we lost our rulership. We lost our dominion. So hey, bro, y'all would like to rule the planet Earth just straight up. If we was, you see how the white man own all this stuff, bro, on the stove, on the land, wherever you go around Mobile, the white man own, or the Arab man own, right? You see that, right? How would it feel if we owned all this stuff, bro? The brother with the dreads. What's your name, bro? Nicodemus. How would it feel if we owned all this, bro? We'll be in a better state, right? We won't be mad at each other all the time. We won't be stressing over bills. We won't have to hustle. We won't have to work all day, all week. We won't have to do the stuff we had to mean to own this stuff, right? So but the Most High God trying to restore that to us. The thing about it is we got to come back to his laws in order for him to restore that to us. You want that? Give me Deuteronomy 10. This is what we got to do to get it. And then give me Joshua 1 and 8. Showing it ain't all about material things, bro. It's about us picking up wisdom in this world.
Right.
A lot of times our people don't have wisdom. That's why, just for instance, we know brothers that go in and out of prison, bro.
Right.
They get out, they stay out for about a year, they go back. They get out, they stay out another 2 years, they go back. You ain't never seen this before in the community. This is going on in my family, bro. So this was going on. It's showing that we don't have no wisdom, bro.
Right.
We don't have no wisdom on how to maneuver in this world because we're not doing what God tells us to do in order to pick up wisdom. You feel what I'm saying? Watch this, read it.
Deuteronomy 10 verse 12. And now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
So he's saying, what does God require of you? Because we are the children of Israel, man. And the Most High God trying to deal with us, and you just said just what as I want, you want, dominion over this planet Earth.
Right.
We trying to rule things. But we got to figure out what do God command of us? What do he require of us? What do he want us to do in order to give it to us, right? You would like to know, right? Me too. Let's read it.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep his commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
So he said, look, our duty he requires us is to keep his commandments. See, when we keep his commandments, he give us wisdom, like I said, right? Give me that in 1 Kings up, or he gave King Solomon the wisdom. Watch this, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You all right, hear that? He gave King Solomon wisdom. And on top of that, when he gave King Solomon wisdom, he gave him all this other stuff that he didn't even ask for. But in order for us to pick up wisdom, we got to do what he said according to keeping his commandments. You hear what I'm saying, bro? Watch this.
1 Kings 3, verse 7. And now, O Lord my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child.
Verse 10.
Verse 9. Give for thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people.
So what did King Solomon ask for? He said, give me an understanding heart to deal with your people, meaning give me wisdom so I can know how to navigate around your people. This is what King Solomon asked for. That's what we got to desire. Wisdom, understanding. Instead of asking for the material things first, we need to be asking for the wisdom, how we going to manage it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Just say, we most our God, give me $100,000. We'll get the $100,000 and blow it right quick. We'll go buy cars, we'll go buy rims, we'll go buy shoes, clothes, drugs. That's what we're going to do with it. And a month or two later, what $100,000 at now? It's gone and we blowed it because we have no wisdom. But what we got to do now, as the children of Israel, we got to be seeking wisdom, but we got to be asking God of wisdom. But on top of that, we got to be keeping his commandments so he can deal with us and give us the wisdom. You feel what I'm saying? Watch what King Solomon asked again.
Give for thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad.
When we get wisdom, you'll be able to discern between good and bad. We'll know, man, look, I can't go sell this dope. I'm going to end up getting caught, bro, and I'm going to leave my kids. Right now, people don't even see that. We just think about the money. We ain't even think about our kids. We ain't think about the kids or the consequences going to hurt you, the kids, your mama, your cousins, and everything. Yes, sir. And everything going on with it, right? Watch it, let me finish.
For who is able to judge this thy so great a people? And this speech pleased the Lord, that Solomon had asked this thing.
So Solomon asked for wisdom, read.
And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself, nor asked the life of thy enemies, but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment.
So Solomon asked for understanding to discern judgment, so the Most High blessed him with all the stuff in the world, right? Now for instance, remember I said we'll be able to discern good or bad, like Christmas. We celebrate Christmas today, but do we really know the understanding or the meaning, or where does it come from? Do you really know where Christmas come from? I'm asking you a question. Like what you was told. I'm listening.
That the Christian Savior was born on things.
Say it again, I hear you.
That the Christian Savior was born on things.
That Christ was born on Christmas. But is it the scripture to say that? I'm asking you. It's not. It's not. It's a scripture that's going against Christmas instead of us telling us, because the how did they see in the 10 Commandments, God said, don't serve no other God but me. I'm a jealous God, right? So if we go off and we celebrating or doing the custom he tell us not to do, he just told us he's a jealous God. When someone's jealous, how do they feel? They angry, right? So God said, don't serve no other God, I'm a jealous God. But we do the things. How does God feel right now? He's angry, right? Watch what he said about Christmas. I'm going to show you, he told us we forbidden to do these customs of this world. We do it now to the point we think we have the kids thinking, look, we got to wait till December 25th. It ain't even really about Christ. They just say, throw that out there. It's about, you know, us. They'll say, oh, it's for the kids, or oh, it's a get together for the family. But who gave us this day to do this? The other nations, right? The so-called white man. But I'm going to show you how God feels about, first give me Proverbs 3 and 31. Proverbs 3 and 31. And I'm going to show you what God say about us following the other nations' custom, mainly the white man who we follow. Because we don't keep Buddha holiday. Now, I ain't going to say all of us don't, but the majority of us don't. We keep Christmas, we keep Thanksgiving, we keep Easter, we keep these things like this that our oppressor, the same man who put us in slavery, gave us, right? That's what we keep. Watch what God say. Read it.
Proverbs 3 verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
So God said, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of their ways. Who is the oppressor? Who is the oppressor? Who would you say if God say, look, you oppressed by somebody? Who are we oppressed by? Huh? It's the white man. But so God said, choose none of his ways. Now give me Jeremiah 10. Choose none of his ways. That's what we are trying to show our people, look, we can't be doing the day customs. We can't be doing their ways because God is angry with us for doing those things. That's why a lot of times on holidays, worldly holidays, people be getting put to death, bro. Right. People go to the club, get shot down. Thanksgiving, after Christmas, after Easter, New Year's, our people getting shot down, bro. It's always on the news. Black man killed in 4th of July shooting at club. Black man killed on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day because we following their customs and got angry. This one of their customs got angry about also.
Jeremiah 10 verse 2. Thus says the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs in heaven. For the heathens are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain.
He said their customs are vain, bro. Their customs don't profit us nothing. We go spend money on Christmas, for Christmas. We really need the money. We really need the money. We need to be trying to save that money. Because the rent finna come up, the car note finna come up, the light bill due. I'm gonna skip out on the light bill. I'm gonna be late on the rent. I'm gonna be late on the rent and I'm gonna pay it 15, 20 days late because I want to do this for Christmas. So is it profiting us anything to go buy presents for Christmas? It's not profiting us nothing, right? Read it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain.
He said the customs of the people are vain.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with the axe.
So he said, so they cut a tree out the forest with an axe. Read.
They deck it with silver, with gold.
That's the Christmas tree. They deck it. They even got songs decking with silver and gold. So they take a tree, they deck it with silver and gold.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
So what is this? What is he talking about? It's a tree, they deck it with silver and gold, they fasten it and move not. What custom they talking about, boss, dealing with the bike? He said that they get a tree, they deck it with silver and gold, they fasten it where it move not, meaning it's standing upright. What custom is that in this world today? That's Christmas. But what did God say about Christmas? Verse 1.
Verse 2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So what God just told us not to do?
Bring it out.
What he just told us not to do? Learn not the way of the heathen, right? Right. That's what he just said in that Bible verse. Then he explained what custom we were talking about. Right. Talk about the Christmas tree. Right. So the Most High not with us doing these customs because they not our custom. Our custom was in Leviticus the 23rd chapter. Right. That's our custom. That's right. Feast of Dedication, which just passed. Right. We could have kept that 7, 8 days and gave our gifts. Right. Today the 7th day. This is our custom. You know that, bro? But Muslim is a religion. We're not giving you religion. We're giving you our nationality according to the Bible. Right. Who are we? What nations did we descend from? I'm asking you a question now. You don't describe to the Bible, but you describe you deal with the Quran. But when you read the Quran, it tell you about the children of Israel, right? That's what we're trying to show you. We are the children of Israel. We are the children of Israel, and the whole Bible talks about the children of Israel, do's and don'ts, in captivity for disobedience. But if you keep the law, give me Psalms 111 and 10. Watch this. Let me show you what makes it easy to understand. Watch this, bro. Let me show you what makes it easy to understand. You got it? Psalms 111 and 10.
This is the book of Psalms 111 and verse 10. Right out. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
So he said to make it easy for you, You got to do his commandments. He said a good understanding for those that do his commandments. Have you decided, look, I'm going to do God's commandments? I can't hear, I better can hear you, boss.
You still not realizing the book you're reading in is how it's been interpreted and written, and how it came down through. So a lot of understanding you get is not going to be the original understanding.
That's what.
You don't do that particular.
That's why he said that we get the understanding to keep his commandments. If you look around the world, ain't none of us keeping his commandments.
Right.
So who got the understanding? The people who is keeping his commandments, or people that don't keep his commandments based on what he just said? Yes, they're keeping his commandments. He giving the understanding. For instance, when is the Sabbath? Just for instance, just listen to me, bro. When is the Sabbath day? Because the Bible said, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy.
You're still saying the Sabbath day, the days that those the Sabbath day.
When is it? Okay, when is the Sabbath day?
It's still going on that.
No, I'm asking you a question now.
I mean, they said Saturday.
Who said Saturday?
I mean, the doctor that you actually.
It's Saturday, bro. So what does the world say it is?
That's that's what the world is.
I'm asking you a question. I want you to answer the question for me. When does the world say the Sabbath day is?
Saturday.
The world says it's on Sunday, bro. Everybody go to church on Sunday, right?
Right.
So ain't no, but according to the Bible, the Sabbath day is on Saturday. But everybody defiling the Sabbath right now. Look at this.
Right.
Going in and out the stove, buying and selling, cooking the day, celebrating the pagan custom. They defiling the Sabbath. But tomorrow, everybody gonna get up and go well. Go to church. So is we keeping the commandments then that the Bible say do? No, they're not going to church based on what we read. Because the Bible said the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord.
Bring it out.
When is the 7th day? The 7th day. The 7th day is the Saturday, because Sunday is the first day of the week. So the 7th day is the Saturday, but the world going to church on the first day of the week.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.